and welcome to the In Crowd. This week's show is shaken, not stirred, on the rocks, straight up, down the hatch, and as always, delicious. So stick around and see what happens when a master chef meets a master bartender, because you are part of the In Crowd.
Hey, Dan, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you again.
Brought you some fresh local goat cheese.
Now, tell me about this Glacier one, because I'm interested in this one.
Well, Glacier, it's named after our first goat, my first goat I ever had, named Glacier. And it's a mold-ripened cheese, so we actually use 3 different mold cultures. It's very similar to a boucheron.
Yes.
The longer you age it, the more runny it will become around the rind, and then the stronger the flavors.
Well, I got this recipe that I'm doing with a goat cheese, and I'm trying to pair it with a lemon drop. I think it's going to be great because the lemon will give it, will contrast with the goat cheese very well.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds really good. Well, you know your food, so I'm sure it'll be great.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. See you next time.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much.
All right, have a good day.
Welcome to the In Crowd. We have a special guest today, John Rickman, the owner of Pacific Coast Bartender School. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
Chef,
very much
for having me. I'm very excited also because it's the first time that we get to introduce cocktails and pair them with food. Usually you hear always wine and food, but we get to use the good stuff.
It's a new challenge for me, but I love it because I think it's going to be great.
And the first thing we're going to do is to teach you how to free pour. The free pour is to teach you how to be consistent and accurate all the time. Very critical for a bartender to know this. We're going to do the 4-count system, which is like second hands on a clock. And when we use this kind of pour spout, this is universal pretty much across America. I roll my wrist and count it out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then let's go ahead and check, see how accurate I am. Oh, it just bubbled right on top.
Oh, very nice. Nicely done. I get to do it?
Yeah, go ahead and use this.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
I think it's still too much. Yep.
Oh. So we'll always go to you for that.
There we go. You know.
Next, I'd like you to do is a little pyramid. We always like to have fun when we're bartending, and sometimes we don't get a whole lot of chances. They order these standard drinks like vodka and cranberry, which is known as a Cape Cod, a vodka and grapefruit, which is known as a Greyhound, and then if you blend those two, you get what is called a sea breeze. So instead of just pouring them all kind of bland, I like to do this little trick. It's called pyramiding. So let's go ahead and add some ice to these. So we go ahead and stack it, put it in a little pyramid. Now the best way is to go ahead and again, instead of trying to pour up like this because it'll spill all over the place, I grab it and I tack it from the side. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Then we go ahead and
looks like the first one got a little bit more than 4, but I like it though.
We'll go ahead and grab our grapefruit juice and our cranberry.
Okay.
Then we go ahead and just pour the outside and it's filled, and then we're going to just bring our bottles up and make the third one simultaneous. So pour them and then bring it up, and voila.
All right, we got 3 drinks in 1 shot.
Exactly, 3 drinks and 1 pour. Excellent job.
Very nice.
Sweet. And Chef, you probably remember the Cocktail movie?
Yes, yes. With Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise, exactly. Ever since that movie came out, now our guests are expecting a bartender to throw things, do a little show for them. So I'd like to actually show you a little tin flip and maybe a little spin in our hand. The first thing is just a little tin flip. Okay. It's just going to go 1.5 rotations and fall naturally in your hand.
Naturally.
So I just reach across and flip it on up, and again, catch it right like that.
All right, here we go.
Oh, good. A little bit harder. To have fun, we can take this sea breeze and just dump it right on in here. Then go ahead and put our glass mixing cup right on top, and see I put it at an angle. That way when I tap it, it'll go ahead and wedge in there and not over wedge. So that's why the angle. And then just tap it so it seals in there. And then you're just gonna do a little shake, and then do a little spin in your hand. Oh, nice, very nice. That's shaking it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we just go ahead and release it a little bit. And if we'd like to, we can actually make that sea breeze a little more elegant, strain it into a little cocktail glass. And there you have a sea breeze cocktail.
Very nice.
What can you do after a day in the cubicle? Or after a day of studying?
Hi, I'm John Rickman, owner of Pacific Coast Bartender School. And in just 2 short weeks, I can train you to become a professional bartender, mixing over 150 different types of drinks in a real-life bar atmosphere. And I keep my classes small so that you get the attention you need to learn. I also have courses for fundraiser opportunities and for the home entertainer. So call me, let's get you started and shake up your life. Chef, I'm very excited to go ahead and pair some cocktails with food. I was gonna make a special cosmopolitan. I like to go ahead and bump it up with a lemon citrus vodka.
Nice.
And then instead of using triple sec, we're gonna bump it up with a little Cointreau. And then of course our main ingredient is our cranberry juice.
Good, good.
So we go ahead and chill this glass and then add a little ice to our glass mixing cup. About a half a scoop in there.
Okay.
Then 1 ounce. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then a little bit of Cointreau, which is a nice orange flavored liqueur. So 2 counts. So if you want to count with me.
1, 2, 3, 4.
5, 6.
5, 6. Okay. So 1.5.
Yes. Give it a little shake. And of course we're going to shake it up a little bit.
Nice.
And take it off. And now for the nice broken egg pour. So in case we don't have a strainer, you'll see a lot of bartenders do this. And it comes out a nice pink blush color.
Nice.
Then I like to put a little lemon twist on this.
Nice.
And you can actually drop it into the glass or hang it on the side, whatever you want to do. And so, Chef, what would be a good combination to pair this cocktail with food?
I think we're gonna do Maine scallops. I'm gonna serve it with an onion and cranberry relish to go with that. So the first thing I'm gonna do is hand you the scallops, and I'm gonna have you clean these things. So it's pretty easy. All you have to do is just take the muscle off.
Okay.
Right. You got it?
I think so.
All right. And what you want to do is put it on a napkin,
Okay.
just to dry it off, so when we sear it, we're not introducing more liquid to it.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Now that we've cleaned all the scallops, we're gonna make the onion and cranberry relish. All right, follow me to the stove.
Excellent.
The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put olive oil. And you try to use a non-reactive copper pot or stainless steel, because you're gonna be doing cranberries. And sometimes cranberries will react with like aluminum, anything like that. So you wanna use stainless steel. So next you're gonna put the onion. And then you're gonna add garlic to it. And I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. So we're gonna cook this for about 5 minutes, just until they're nice and soft. So I'm gonna put a little bit of coriander, fresh coriander. And I love this because it has that earthy smell to it and flavor, and also very floral. It's very good with this dish.
Yeah, I can smell all the aromas right now.
Right. So you just want to toast it really quick, and I'm going to add some cranberries. So about half the amount of the onion. And I'm going to add a little bit of sugar to it. Let me add some Cointreau to it. Now you're just going to wait until each of the cranberries to burst, and you'll get that tartness to it. So you can see after about 5 minutes, you can see all the cranberry has opened up, and they'll impart that tartness to it. Now we'll just set that aside, and we're gonna sear the scallops. Okay, so now the main thing is you want to get this nice and hot. Be ready with your scallops, because once you put the olive oil in there, it's gonna go quick. So you notice I put it, this is a trick at the restaurant. What we do is we put the first scallop by the handle, and then we put it clockwise. And so you know exactly which one to turn first. I look from the edges, then I can see there's a little bit more caramelization. Once I see that, then I can turn it.
Oh, nice, nice.
So I'm gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper. That's it. That's the scallop, and it's all done. It's really quick because you really want to keep it still medium rare. I'll have you carry this, and I'll bring this, and let's go plate it up.
Great.
So to finish the relish, I'm just gonna add a little bit of chives. These are just some chopped chives. This gives it that a little bit more fresh herb and onion flavor to it. And we're gonna do, next is we're gonna do the salad. We have here arugula, baby arugula, and add a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of lemon juice, and some cranberry.
And so this is the dressing?
This is the dressing.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's got similar flavor profile as the drink, so, and some olive oil. And we'll just mix this, and we can just start plating it. Okay, so the first thing we do is I'm gonna put a little bit of arugula underneath. There we go. Then we're gonna add the relish. Now we're gonna add the scallop. We'll just put it with a fork. There we go.
Very
Voila.
nice. So to get into the lemon drop, Chef, first thing, again, just like we did before, we're gonna go ahead and chill that glass and set it to the side. And then we'll go ahead and just put one little scoop of ice in our glass mixing cup. So the first ingredient is 1 ounce of our lemon vodka.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Beautiful.
5. It's for me.
And a half ounce of your Cointreau.
Half ounce?
Yes.
All right. 1, 2.
So a 9 count.
Perfect.
And then an ounce and a half of our sweet and sour.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nice. Go ahead, put that metal on top. So shake it up. Then might as well give it a little spin.
Oh, geez.
Excellent.
All right.
Oh, second career. And then a little hit there. Beautiful. And we'll go ahead and sugar the rim, so I put it on that little sponge side. As you can see, it contains lime juice.
Right.
Then I just dab it, and then go ahead and broken egg pour it.
We'll just pour this.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
I love this lemon drop. Whenever I'm feeling a little sick, this is my go-to. Very good.
And so now that we have this done, I'm excited to have you show me how to make that baked goat cheese.
Oh, I'm excited. Let me show you how to make that. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do the goat cheese. We're just gonna cut it. Just trying to get the rind off. I like the rind, but for this purpose, because we're gonna add the phyllo, we don't need it. And I like to use dental floss to cut this goat cheese. It's a cleaner cut. So now we're gonna do the phyllo. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take one sheet, we're gonna put melted butter, and we're gonna repeat this action until we get about 7 layers. And what the butter does is when you bake it, it'll create steam, so it's a little crispy but also puffy. So once we have the 7 layers, we're gonna place the goat cheese right in the middle. We're gonna add some sun-dried tomato and chives and a little bit of salt and pepper. So what do you think so far?
Very nice. I've never seen goat cheese prepared quite like this.
Yeah, it is a little bit labor intensive, but the final product, you'll try it, it'll be delicious. So once you fold that, so the bottom part will probably have 14 layers of phyllo. So it'll be nice and crispy. You'll see that it'll rise even more. And we'll put this in the oven at 8-10 minutes. Okay, so while that's cooking, we're gonna prepare the cucumber salad.
Okay.
Use a slicer and just slice about that much and leave about ½ an inch and slice it.
Okay, so
you're
leave
gonna
a little color in the middle.
You're gonna have a little white, green, white, green, white, green.
Okay.
And so use a knife, you're gonna cut it lengthwise. Yep. Now let me just trim off the ends. And you're gonna scoop the inside, take all the seeds out.
Okay.
I'm gonna have you thinly slice these. So next we're gonna do the vinaigrette, the lemon basil vinaigrette. What we have is a zest of lemon and lime. Add lemon juice. And again, I'm gonna put a little bit of the sun-dried tomato. Put it in there. basil, and a little bit of salt, pepper, and olive oil. So the ratio of acid to the oil is about 3 to 1.
Okay.
1 acid, 3 oil. That should be good. And we're gonna add a little bit of that cucumber right in there. And as soon as sounds like the goat cheese is ready. Some of the goat cheese spilled over, but I think it'll be fine. Okay, so to plate this, we're gonna put some of the cucumber right in the middle. There we go. And we'll get some of that vinaigrette, and we'll just pour it on the outside. So now all we have to do is just grab the goat cheese and place it over the top. And there we go.
Okay, Chef, I'd like to do the mojito, but of course, I'm going to do it a little less traditional. First thing I do is I just take about 3 or 4 mint leaves, toss them in there. To bring out that flavor, I use real lime juice, about a ½ ounce. So I just squirt this a few times, 1 and 2. Then I go ahead and squeeze a couple fresh limes in there and drop them on in. Then to kind of soften all that, I use my sweet and sour. Again, ½ ounce. Go ahead and lightly muddle all of these flavors in there. And see, so I'm not shredding it, I'm just squeezing the oils and of course the juices out of that fresh lime. And then we top it off with a little soda. And this is club soda. Mm-hmm. This kind of gives it a fizzy tantalizing to your tongue. Then what I like to do, of course, ½ ounce of your white cream to mint. Okay. Bring out that flavor. And of course, your rum.
Is there any room left for the rum?
Oh yeah.
All right.
And I top it on top because again, it brings out that little flavor, but I also redistribute everything through and through. And voila, put a little mint sprig on top of there. And take a sip of that.
All right. Good.
And now it's your turn. What are you going to pair with this?
So I was thinking about doing what we call shrimp lollipop. We're gonna make the shrimp mousse, and we're gonna add mint to it and lemon, and put it on a sugar cane, and then we're gonna deep fry it. And those would be a nice snack for this drink.
Let's get to it.
All right, let's do it. First, we have to make the shrimp mousse. We're gonna start with shallot. This is a chopped shallot. We're gonna start it first, so you have a uniform chopped. Okay, now stop it. Now we're gonna add the shrimp. I use the smaller one. There's no use to getting the large ones because you're gonna puree it anyway.
Okay.
So we're gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper. Now you wanna mix this, and but you don't wanna overmix it. But you want to have little chunks of shrimp so you can really identify what you're eating.
Okay.
You're gonna pulse it. That's good.
Yeah, so I can see all the chunks in there.
Exactly, exactly. I'm gonna add some egg yolks, 2 egg yolks, to about a 1.5 pounds shrimp. There we go. And that will bind it, the egg yolks. And I'm gonna add some lemon zest and lime zest, and about 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Again, pulsing it, and then adding a little bit of heavy cream. It'll give it that richness to it, and great flavor for it. So I'm gonna add mint to this. You know, I'm trying to match it to your drinks, and so you'll have the same kind of flavor profile.
Very nice.
So I think that goes the same as when we're doing winemaker's dinner, trying to pair it, is trying to find common ingredients for it. So on this dish, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 2 tablespoons and put the sugar cane and wrap it around.
Oh, it just holds right to it.
Yeah.
Hence the lollipop.
Right, exactly.
That's a cracker.
So once we form these, we're gonna fry it up and give it a taste.
Okay.
Okay. So the next step, what we're gonna do is gonna take these lollipops and we're gonna put cornstarch. They'll give it a nice crust on the outside, and then drop it in.
And Chef, how do I know when to put it in there that the oil is hot enough?
Oh, usually what I do is I put a wooden dowel or anything like that, and if you can start seeing bubbles, then it's ready.
Oh.
Okay, so, or else use a thermometer, and you should be at like 375.
Okay.
So after about 2 minutes, the shrimp should be done. And nice, when they're nice and golden and delicious looking right there, then it's ready. So we're gonna finish this off with a little bit of salt. There we go. Now to plate this up, we're just gonna have put a little cabbage here. I'm gonna do a shrimp lollipop and just prop it up. There we go. And then we're gonna put a sprig of mint on top, and there you have it. A dish that's worthy enough for your mojito.
Oh, thank you very much,
All right.
Chef. Cheers.
Cheers. Very nice. I love that mint too. Let's try this.
Thank you. And you just pick it up and eat it, right?
Pick it up and just eat it. Yep.
Oh my God, this is incredible. Oh, Chef, thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you very much. So now you're a part of the in crowd.
Nice.
Thank you very much. That was
you,
a lot
sir.
of fun. We tasted a lot of alcohol. That was great.
Yes, I'm feeling it.
All right, here we go. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not. Are you a lefty?
you can be ambidextrous.
All right. Let me see if I can do it the right.
Oh, nice, very nice.